Sometimes when I tell people that I have a ukulele channel, they think it's a joke.
Can you actually make music with the ukulele?
Of course you can. And in this lesson, I'm gonna give you a wonderful way of playing and interpreting chords. Definitely not a toy instrument. In this lesson, I'm gonna be using my Makai LT80, my very first ukulele. High G tuning, standard tenor ukulele tuning. High G, C, E, and A. The chord progression is very simple. We only have three chords: a D minor chord, a C major chord, and a B flat major chord. It reminds me of the Andalusian cadence, but with just three chords. So the chord 1, the chord 7, and the chord 6. The goal is to outline the chords, and we're going to do that by single out some of the notes that make up the chord, like this. It's like playing a melody, but also the chords at the same time. So chord number 1 is the D minor chord, and I think in my mind this chord shape. I arpeggiate the notes, so the third string fret number 2 with the finger 2, second string fret number 1 with the finger 1, and the first string open. For the second chord, the C major, I think this triad, this chord shape. But instead of playing the whole thing, I will just focus on the second string, fret number 3, and the third string, fret number 4. And then I'll play a melody on the second string, fret number 6 with the pinky, and fret number 5, and fret number 3. For the B flat major, I think this chord shape. But again, I only play two notes: the second string, fret number 1, and the third string, fret number 2, finger 1 and 2. So in this first example, we are outlining these three chords. We also add single notes to the chord progression. So D minor, C major, melody, and B flat major. We finish with this D minor chord. I like to strum it like this with the rasgueado technique. Down, up, and down. It adds this Latin flavor to the chord progression. Example number 2. We are outlining the chords even more. First chord, D minor chord, same triad. I think this chord shape and arpeggiate the third, second, and first string. Now for the second chord, the C major, I still think this chord shape, and I arpeggiate this chord shape like this. Second string, third string, second string, first string fret number 3 with the finger 1, fret 5 with the finger 2, and fret 7 with the finger 4. So I also add a melody to this chord. We finish with the B flat major chord. Now, in this case, I am thinking this triad, but I only play the first and the second string with this finger 1 and finger 2. So I will play the first string and then the second string. After that, I strum with the rasgueado the B flat major chord. So I hope you see what I'm doing. I think chord shapes, but I also single out some of the notes of the chord. And so we transform chords into a beautiful melody. Example 3. For the D minor chord, we are playing this chord shape. It's more of an arpeggio in this case. First string open, second string fret 1 with finger 1, first string open, and the first string fret number 5. I use the finger 4. Now, second chord, the C major. Again, I still think the same triad, the same chord shape. And this time I'm gonna pluck the strings like this. I have the first string, fret number 3, and then the third string, fret number 4, then third fret, fret number 5 with the finger 2, and fret number 7 with the finger 4. We finish with the B flat major, again just fret 5 and 6. But we also add a melody now. We are in position 5, so the index finger, the finger 1, is on fret 5, and we play fret number 5, fret number 7, and fret number 8, finger 1, 3, and 4. We go back to fret 7 and fret 5. The last example, number 4, we are playing in a different position of the neck. I still play single notes, but you can also hear the chords. Now chord 1 is the D minor chord. It's bar chord on fret number 5 with the finger 1, second string and first string. And then the first string, fret number 8 with the finger 4. Now, second chord C major, I think this chord shape, but I only play the first and second string, so I have the finger 1 on fret 7 and the second string, fret number 8 with the finger 2. I arpeggiate the strings like this. I have the first string, second string, and first string, and then a melody on fret number 10, 8, and 7. We finish with the B flat major, again, always position 5, fret 5 and 6. And then this phrase. It's a very fast phrase. We have 3 notes per string, fret number 8, 7, and 5, and then 8, 6, 5, and then on the third string, 7 and 5. I also use the pull-off technique, so I will have fret number 8, 7, and then I pull from 7 to 5. Same thing on the second string, 8, 6, and I pull the string off to fret 5, and then 7 and 5. When I put the whole thing together, with this exercise alone, you can transform this tiny little instrument into something incredible. And I love it. You can do more if you want. For example, you don't necessarily have to play the chords melodically like this. You could just simply play the chord progression in first position like this. Incredible way of playing the chords. We have the same chord progression, a D minor played like this, C major, just 3 strings, either this shape or the one with a bar chord, and then the B flat major. So the goal is to arpeggiate the strings. I have the index on the third, middle on the second, and ring finger on the first string. For the first chord, I pluck the strings with index, middle, and ring. For the second chord, I'll pluck the strings with the ring, middle, and index twice. And then for the third chord, the B flat major, I will pluck the strings with ring, middle, and index just 1 time. We can also add a melody. 1, 3, 5, 3, and 1. We do it again. And a different melody on the second string. We can also take this chord progression to a different position of the neck. In this case, the D minor is played with this triad on fret number 8. 8, 10, and 9. And then C major and B flat major. The right hand arpeggio is the same. And what an amazing way of playing. I love it. Let me know if you like the lesson, guys. All the info in the description down below. I'm gonna leave you to practice this, enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you next time.